There is another student the college would like to recognize, and that is the recipient of the Julian A. McPhee Honor Award for Student Excellence. The award is named after the founding president of Cal Poly Pomona and Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, and it is awarded to a student who has an exemplary academic record and who is actively involved on campus and is committed to bettering the community. It is now my pleasure to present the McPhee Award to Mr. Roy Russell, a student from the International Business and Marketing Department. As an avid soccer player, Roy frequented many fields and parks throughout Los Angeles County and noticed a disturbing trend. He saw that people would often smoke at parks, even at playgrounds where young children were present. In response, Roy founded and led the San Gabriel Valley Coalition for Tobacco-Free Youth, an organization that has successfully petitioned cities to pass smoke-free park ordinances. Roy also ran an emergency food and supply distribution service with his father, serving more than 800 families from impoverished communities. Roy has worked at 8 internships in the sports and entertainment industry, including NBC Universal, A&E Television Networks, and Sutton United Football Club of London, where he also played on the team's reserve squad. Currently, Roy is working with Fox Sports in music licensing. His professional goal is to become a general manager for a professional soccer team or an international marketing executive in the sports or entertainment industry. Congratulations, Roy. President Ortiz, if you would join us at the podium to present Roy with the Julian McPhee Award.
I had to cut my hair to fit this cap on and it's still not working. Upon being notified that I've been selected to receive this honor, I was absolutely ecstatic. I called my mom, my girlfriend, posted my achievement on Facebook, and got a ton of likes from people I barely know. It was a very exciting 5 minutes for me. It was the kind of excitement that tops off years of never being quite good enough, of being so close to success, yet failing miserably when it mattered most. Kind of like being a Clippers fan. After those minutes of elation, I managed to settle down a bit. I took a deep breath, picked up the phone, and made a call to the College of Business. It was then that I was informed that I'd have to prepare a speech to present in front of approximately 15,000 people. So let me give you a little background. All my life, I've been deathly afraid of 2 things: public speaking and spiders. The idea of public speaking horrified me to such an extent that if a professor ever gave one of my classes the option of jumping into a pool filled with venomous water spiders in place of giving a speech, I'd be the first one with my swimming trunks on. But somewhere along the way, I realized something. I realized I couldn't continue to allow this fear to consume me. I started researching presentation techniques such as looking just above the eye line of the spectators, deep breathing exercises, and imagining the entire audience is naked. I won't tell you which one of those strategies I'm using today, but I will say you all look really good out there, especially my girlfriend. In a matter of 2 months, I went from sweating like a madman upon addressing a group of 20 students to conducting persuasive speeches to city councils throughout LA to this. From that moment on, I realized fear is nothing more than a glass barrier waiting to be shattered, because it's fear that sets limitations, that makes us complacent, that justifies excuses, that does not allow us to be extraordinary. Once you shatter that barrier, there's nothing that can stop you. And even though I appear before you today with sweaty palms, perhaps a slight tremor in my discourse, there is no way I'd take a pool of spiders over this. Today, we acquire the piece of paper that tells us we are intelligent enough to become professionals. A few of you already have your professions all figured out, but for those of you who do not, let me break it to you. You're about to embark on the most exciting yet incredibly stressful journeys to date. I'm talking about getting a job. But if there's something I've learned from securing 8 internships throughout my college career, which, by the way, has established me as one of the finest coffee makers and toilet seat sanitizers in all of Los Angeles, this is it. There is always going to be someone smarter than you, someone with more knowledge, with better work experience, with a more prestigious educational background. 3 months ago, I applied for a job at Fox Sports in the music licensing department. I didn't know much about the business, I didn't know anyone in the business, and I definitely didn't know anything about licensing. I knew it was a long shot and that there were going to be hundreds of candidates that were better qualified. Long story short, I got the job. I beat out every single candidate that I went up against. Thank you. And who am I? I'm no better than anyone here. I'm no more deserving than anyone in this crowd. But I embrace the mentality that regardless of other factors, there's not a single person on this planet that will work harder than me, that will be a better all-around asset to the workplace, that will have my passion. It wasn't until I adopted this mentality that things finally started looking clearer for me. Graduates, realize that there is nobody out there that will outwork you, that there's not a single person that will have your passion, your determination, your cojones. If you take on this mentality and use everything you learned here at Cal Poly, there's absolutely nothing that can stop you. I want to dedicate this to my mother, who taught me there's no such thing as impossible. Rather, it is an excuse for those not willing to put in the extra effort. To my father, for teaching me that this diploma, those paychecks, and the professional accomplishments we will surmount does not signify success. It is the number of lives we better and our impact on humanity that will determine true achievement. I also want to dedicate this moment to my second mother and the most loving woman I have ever known, Marie Rupai, who I know is proudly watching from the heavens with a big smile on her face. Graduates, don't be the person that is always complaining about their job, about their boss, about not having enough pay. Be the person whose coworkers have nothing but great things to say about, who manages their responsibilities with passion and care and strives to become an expert at everything he or she does, even if it's just making copies or keeping a schedule. Be the person who leaves this graduation ceremony today and goes on to become something so great that 20 years from now, high school students throughout the world will want to come to this university because on June 15, 2013, one of the most successful and influential individuals graduated from this school. Be that person. And the next time fear comes knocking on your door, don't cower away. You open that door. You look fear directly in the eye and say, "Get the hell off my property." God bless you all, and thank you for this wonderful opportunity.